12 StreamWay 90. It's based in southwest Scotland. Parlour wise, it's very high spec parlour, all stainless steel cabinets, the 90-degree baling system from 𝗪𝗪𝗡, the StreamWay 90, with feeding. We'll just take you for a bit of walk through. So customer has asked us to install double 12, as said, StreamWay 90, and we have it left for a double 16 StreamWay 90. You can see here customers asked us to finish it off stainless steel at the exit side as well. It's really lovely touch for it, just to finish the whole job off. He's got stainless steel cabinets, stainless steel gutter tray, and he's added the flush system as well for water, so nice and clean the whole way down, and just keeps him nice and clean as the operator. We have our sequencing gates, which are keeping the cow in individual stalls, and they roll up against the wall, and the trough then disappears to give the cow loads of access to walk out. I'll put it up to let you see, but I'll just give you an idea of what way it looks. So we come into the parlour, extra wide pit as well with this, so it's a 7.5 foot pit, so loads of room in it. The double 12, just a nice size of parlour for one person operation. So customers went for the integrated AMIs in the parlour, and as you can see, the whole front of the parlour nice and clean. You don't have rams, you don't have pulsators, they're all up in the cabinets here underneath, and everything's just nice, clean and tidy. He also has a drop down feature, so the units can drop down into the jetters or below the curb edge without landing on the floor. And then what we have is, to keep the parlour nice and clean, all the lines run through into the other building, which we'll walk through in a minute, where the dairy, the office and the vacuum pumps are. So everything in here is very quiet, and out of the road there's no pumps or anything to hear running. So I said double 12, we'll just go for a walk down the parlour. You can see here, that's the main controls for running the baling system, and then this is the power supplies for the ID and all the detachers. So we'll come here. With ID in the parlour, it is ear tag, and you can see antenna here based on nylon to stop interference. You can see here coming out of the dung tray is a 4-inch stainless steel pipe, and that runs the full length and into the 2 drains at the back. And the reason it's done like that is it's very specific, because we can take out those sections of railings, move this section back, which is your ID, and basically it's the exact fit for another 4 units to bring it to a double 16. You can see here the vacuum line, we have a 3-inch loop PVC line for the pulsation, and that goes up to a balance tank up at the front of the parlour, which comes in with a 4-inch line directly from the vacuum pump, so loads of reserve. So if people want to do multiple attaching, you're not going to have vacuum drop and loss of suction. So if we go here with the compressor, then I think the compressor's turned off. Gates coming down. Then here we can lift the baling up. You can hear how quiet it is for the cows, and you can see here the troughs move away. The troughs move away, so the cows have got loads of room to get out, loads and loads of room to get out, and the gates fold away then, so cows have loads of room to exit, and it's very quiet. You can hardly hear that going. All the exhausts are piped outside, and again we'll let it down, so it's really easy that way. You can also see whenever the baling is up that it takes the feed trough away, and what that means is cows can't get at it, and also no meal drops down. And when I'll get up, I'll walk out and show you that. So back gate is a guillotine style gate, as it's called, and that keeps the cow's head back for ID. And as I said, it gives you just an idea. This was where an old building was. The guys have knocked it down, and you can see here they put up a galvanised portal building, and they actually went on a bit as well. They put in the heat guard roof. Lovely job for letting in light. And then they've also extended this hay shade as well out this way. So totally different environment as a parlour for them, and I'll show you why, because I'll show you their old parlour. Whenever we're walking out through here, you can see just how open space it is with everything. We'll walk out and we'll just get up and show you the exit of how much room the cows have. So again, on the exit, you can see the size of the air cylinders there. There is 3 of them on a double 12 to rotate it up, but loads of room. So from here to that trough, you have over 2.2 metres for the cow to walk out. And you can see with the design that you've got this bend in the pipe here, and the way it comes up, it means that it's a complete clear span for the cow, so she doesn't have a wall or she doesn't have something poking out to catch herself on. It's a really big open space for the cow to walk out, to get turned and walk out. We'll have a drain underneath here, so again, any parlour washings, you can wash it to the wall and then wash it down to the drains. But just to give you some idea, so cows can come out through here, turn, and then they're exiting over here. Loads of room here, 15 feet from edge to edge, and then as we go down the exit area back to their cubicles, we're heading back here, and we've actually left in the design enough room in this middle part for a sort gate, and that's future. Just at the minute they're not doing it, but it gives you an idea what's happening. So we'll go out. Whenever I say this is quite a different parlour, the way it's done is vacuum line. Obviously you can see the 4-inch vacuum line coming in here, and the 3-inch loop milk lines. And what they do is they run underground. They come out straight to this point, and then they turn to 90, and they follow this concrete, and they run into this dairy building. So this dairy building is being finished, but the front's being put on it. But it gives you some idea of the distance in the line. So it means all the pumps are out here. So we've got our bottom fill valve set up with our hand valve for cleaning everything like that. Everything's 2-inch stainless steel. You don't see any rubber fittings here. Everything will be in stainless steel, the fittings and clamp bands. And our tunnel then coming through here. So our receivers there, our sanitary trap, and a regulator going to the balance, or going to the milk tank. And I'll just actually get down these steps. There's still a set of steps to come, but as we come down, you'll see what I'm talking about with the tunnel. So everything's run in the tunnel there, right the whole way through. It's done by precast concrete, and just a really nice job. Means the receivers out of here, keeps it nice and quiet, milk pumps out of here, and just loads of room in here. They also opted, because they didn't want to be going out in and out of here, they've got an automatic wash valve. So this is open for milk, closed for wash, and the same with their injector. It's closed for milk and open for wash, so they don't actually have to come in here to do anything. And then plate cooler with auto drain, and we can just get up these steps again. We can see here automatic plant washer and the milk pump out. So they can pump the milk out and then air purge everything from here. And then you've got your plate cooler, which is obviously cooling your milk, and a 4-inch milk filter. They have a Guardian Supreme plant washer and a 300-litre wash sink, and it automatically mixes the chemicals here, as you can see. I will take you for a walk down where the old parlour is to show you what these guys have went from. So within the first 3 days, they have knocked 2 hours off their milking either end of the day, so they've now got 4 hours extra in the day where they're not milking cows. So upstairs, to utilise space, we've put in the guys have put in a loft, and they have an Airstar 400, or sorry, an Airstar 200 vacuum pump, which will comfortably run a double 16. Everything we do, if someone says they're going to size for 16, we size the vacuum pump, milk pumps and everything, so they don't have to be added on to. A 4-inch vacuum line down to your balance tank, and then your filter tank, exhaust, and this is a dry running pump, so you don't have to add any oil into it. You only change gearbox oil once a year. As I said, everyone's in variable speed drives, so it's vacuum on demand as such. Whenever you open a unit, the vacuum pump will rev up to meet the demand and then slow down when it doesn't require it. You have a Cotswold electric water heater, and then an air compressor supplied by us as well. Air compressor is oversized, but again, we have a stall that is heavy on air for lifting it up and down. And you have the air dryer. Air dryer is very important because we don't use control valves for ACRs and shutoffs. We use everything compressed air. The actual compressor is as important to us as what the vacuum pump is. So it's a high quality air compressor. You can see here smart dairy automation, so that ties the parlour with the auto ID and milk records, and we can change feed mounts and everything for each cow here. So very, very important, and this will be a total management change for these guys because as we're going to walk through the old parlour now. It was a buyer type, and they had no idea on yields versus feed intake and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get down here without falling, and we'll go for a walk through the old parlour. So as we get down to it, we'll walk in, and for these guys it's been a massive change. Like, you know, there's no point in saying it. It is life changing for them. I think they've said it as well. But as we go down here, we'll go down to the old parlour. We'll have to walk through some calves as well, so you get to see them. So some wee calves to look at. The old parlour, as I said, was a buyer. I can't remember how many units it was, but again, really well kept, all straw bed. And look at those, they're just having the best time of it in and out of the rain. And then as we go through here into the parlour, we've got everything's very quiet at the minute, but you can see here the old parlour. They had as I said, it was a buyer system. Milk receiver here pumping up to that room, and then you had the tie stall or buyer type system. So they did have detached, well spec'd out parlour in its day, detachers on it, and then they had feeding as well on it. But cows were standing in this here chained at the back, you know, to keep them in, and then the operator had to get down on their knees to basically attach. So it gives you an idea. It's a massive step change for them. As I said, they went from milking 4 and 5 hours in the morning down to below 2, and they hope to be, you know, I think that'll come down to about an hour and a half with 1.5 people within the next couple of weeks. But it's just a massive change for these guys. It was great to see as well. Like, you know, as I said, I'll not name them because I'm not sure if they want to be named, but, you know, talking to the customer and like just like life altering for them. He's getting married soon, and it'll be a massive relief for him and his new partner that they don't. He's not milking for essentially 8 hours in the day now. He'll be down till somewhere between 3 at most, I think, at the cow numbers they're at. So it gives you some idea what's happening.